From the World Wide Reb, this is Reflections of a Rabbi.
One drop of honey makes a world of difference. One drop of honey makes learning sweet. Add one drop of honey to Talmud Torah, and you've got a team that can't be beat. All starts with the children. Open minds and smiling faces.
Chag Sameach, happy Sukkot. Welcome to my sukkah here at the shul. This past weekend we had some wonderful celebrations. On Shabbat, of course, we got to celebrate Sukkot with Hallel and the Hoshanot at the end of the service, a special Torah reading, and then on Sunday we had a wonderful celebration here with Lulav and Etrog, and we all came out at the end of the service to say Kiddush in the sukkah. And at the end of our davening, I said to people, we'll make Kiddush in the sukkah, and then there's food in the social hall. You can get it, you can eat in the sukkah, or you can eat in the social hall if you'd like. About 8 or 9 of us got our food and came out to eat in the sukkah. The other 120 or so decided to eat in the social hall. That got me thinking, why didn't people want to come out and eat in the sukkah? Well, for one thing, it was a damp day and it was cold. It wasn't very comfortable to sit out here in the sukkah. Another thing is that the food was all lined up on a buffet in the social hall. So if you're in the social hall, it was much more convenient to get food for yourself and for your children if you're right there, because the food is right there. Out here in the sukkah, you had to walk in, carry your food out. It was a bit of a schlep, not very convenient. So it wasn't really comfortable to sit here in the sukkah. It wasn't very convenient to sit here in the sukkah. I guess that makes a lot of sense. That's why many people chose to sit in the social hall. But God never told us that being Jewish would be comfortable or convenient. God gave us Judaism because it is the road less traveled. Sitting in the sukkah on a damp day, on a cold day, is the road less traveled. That's why over 100 people did it in my sukkah here, and I'm sure millions all around the world on the first night of Sukkot, where at least here it was also damp and cold. Judaism isn't about what's easy. It's not about what's convenient. It's about sometimes going outside of our comfort zone for a higher calling, for a bigger purpose. Standing in this sukkah, eating in this sukkah, being in this sacred space that we created with our hands and with God's help, reminds me of the fragility of life and how special every moment is. Even the cold moments, even the damp moments, even the inconvenient moments. Every moment in the presence and in the shelter and the protection of God is special and sacred. Sitting out here, it's easy for me to remember that. It's easy for me to recognize God in my world, because out here, I'm in God's world. If I'm in a social hall or inside a room, it's sometimes more difficult to see that. When I'm surrounded by things that God, that I created, that human beings created, instead of being surrounded by trees, by schach, by the roof of our sukkah, and by the sky, which I can see through the holes in my sukkah. God never told us being Jewish was going to be easy. God intentionally made it perhaps so that it wouldn't be, so that we would choose to take the road less traveled, so that we would, every once in a while, maybe not all the time, but every once in a while, make the choice to do what's less comfortable, to go outside, to sit in our sukkah, to be a little chilly, to be aware that it's not only the things that we create, that we build, that protect us, but it's God's world, God's sukkah of peace, that is our ultimate protection. Until next time, I hope to see you in the sukkah. Lehitraot.